Jarecki here with Tommy Richards for today's Tommy Talk. Coach, 3 games, or 3 scheduled games, and you still haven't completed one. Just tell me a little bit about this weekend and the whole mayhem that went down.
Yeah, I guess that is a good word. Mayhem. Game 1 was just a crazy game in its own right? Like, came out to an early lead, and then they clawed their way back, and we're in the 12th inning, and the sprinklers go off and the lights go off, and so that one was banged when the lights turned off on us, and then rained out the next 2 days. So it's kind of a crazy thing. We're going to reschedule those games. Hopefully we find a good time for both clubs, but can't control the weather, and so just doing the best that we can do with a weird situation for sure.
You had a couple of days off. What did you guys do during those days?
Well, we tried to stay ready, right? So we told our guys like that first rain out, we thought we were going to continue a game, and then we were going to start game 2, and that got banged, and then we did the same thing on game 3. So a little bit of like hurry up and wait kind of feeling in the hotel, but the guys got out a little bit and hopefully relaxed and got their minds right for a new series.
With not playing 2 games, how does that affect kind of like the pitching rotation?
Yeah, it kind of changed it a little bit. Like Decker was going to start today, but then Dryden's start kind of got changed, and so we're going to go like with that piggyback kind of a feel where Dryden's going to start this one, and then if things go the way that we think they'll go, hopefully Stedman will be in behind him and he can have a higher pitch count, and so hopefully we execute the piggyback well.
Today you're going up against the Bend Elks. Obviously, a little bit of ties. It's close to you. Your parents used to own the organization. What does it mean to you to face off against this team?
I just have a lot of respect for them, and it's always kind of nostalgic seeing the club. My mom and dad poured their hearts into it for a long time, 15 years, and so a lot of pride with the Elks. And I have a lot of respect for them, dude. I think they got really good coaches. I love their coaching staff, and they got good players and everything, and so it'll be fun to face up with them, but just a lot of respect for what they do.
You were an Elk as a player. Do you consider yourself now a drifter through and through?
Absolutely, yeah, drifter through and through for sure. And these are my high school colors, so it's more of a fit in that way.
More of a fit? There you go. Moving forward to today, any changes in the lineups?
No, not really. It'll be a lot of the guys that you've seen a lot of already. I think Santana's done a good job. He's earned some at bats in the infield. It'll be Cooney at third, Santana at short, Newton at second, Updegrave at first, Hazel DH, Brock Lightgibb will catch. In the outfield, Longo in left, Kleckner in center, and then in right field we're going with DeAngelis. So good players, and we got 4 right-handers, 4 left-handers, and a switch hitter, which I'm a little OCD, and so symmetry is like a thing that makes me happy. So you don't plan it like that, but that's just kind of an interesting note for tonight.
Already you guys are in first place, a lot different than last season. Can you just talk about the process and going from year 1 to year 2 and seeing where you guys are at now?
Yeah, I think that's just a credit to like the players, having good players, and then also like just being able to take care of the players a little bit better, just with like the locker room piece and kind of the off the field kind of stuff. And so I think that our players are better. I think that we're figuring out how to take care of them a little bit more. And then it's a marathon, not a sprint. I mean, we're still learning some guys' names. I mean, shoot, there's been guys that there are guys that are in uniform that we've never seen play, right? And so it's only 1 or 2 of them left like that, but we're still kind of in that mode where we're learning our group and what makes them tick and how to get the most out of them, so to speak.
Hunter Dryden, you mentioned, is getting the start today. Last time he started, it wasn't really the greatest effort from him or greatest performance. What kind of went well and what kind of went wrong in that outing for Dryden?
Yeah, I think just like establishing that fastball, and I think you saw him missing up a lot with the fastball, and so I think that he has a really good arm, and I think that he's maybe forcing it a little bit and trying to do a little bit too much, and I left him up in the zone, and then fastball command is number 1, right? So everything's going to work off that fastball, especially for him, and he just didn't have that in his last outing. But we conserved some bullets. We didn't, get the same pitch count, same run out of him as we normally do. So hopefully he's rested, feeling good, and always trust Drydo, and he's been a big part of this thing for 2 years. So I just love seeing him out there.
Lastly, I ask you this every time. What's going to be the key to success today?
Yeah, well, we got to pitch and play defense, right? So it starts on the mound. Hopefully, Drydog can pound the zone and establish the fastball, and then I think that it really just comes down to like our mentality in the box, and also, and I know I've said that a lot, just like trying to get our quality at bat rate to like above 50%. Like if 50% or more of our at bats are quality or competitive, we got a good chance. Keep it clean on defense, and then try to steal some bags and hit and run and bunt and execute and manufacture and win the little game.
Awesome. That's been today's Tommy Talk with head coach Tommy Richards.
Thanks, man.